What's up, guys? This is Van Kill Gaming here. It's been a while since I made a video. Lots of stuff been going on in real life, so just been kind of absent. Some news broke today, though, and I had to return. I just had to do it. There was no way I could avoid talking about this and making this video. So this game that we're talking about here, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, obviously you can see from my screen and the title of the video. This game, for me personally, was probably like top 5 anticipated fighting games of top 5 video games for me personally 2018. Like behind like Dragon Ball Fighters, Kingdom Hearts 3, probably this would have been third straight up. I actually can't think of anything else. Maybe that SNK Heroines fighting game that was announced looked pretty good, but that's besides the point, right? Unio, really looking forward to that as well. I started looking a lot more into Unio after this game was announced. So this game got me, the announcement of BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle got me into Unio, which is really good because that game deserves a lot more respect than it gets. I played a tournament actually last weekend, got absolutely creamed. Didn't record any VODs of that, unfortunately. Forgot to do that, so I don't really have any of that footage for you guys. I have some other footage of me fighting a guy online. I'll probably post it as soon as I get the chance. But that's besides the point. The point I'm trying to make right now is that we got some news today about BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. We got the release date, which is May 31st in Japan and June 5th in North America. That's fine. Nobody has a problem with that. We also got another character announcement, and that's I'm not really big into the whole Ruby thing, but Blake Belladonna, I believe is her name. She seems like a pretty okay character. Like I said, I'm not really into Ruby. Don't really know anything about Ruby, but this game probably also would have gotten me into Ruby a little bit, after the game dropped and I checked out some of the characters. But now we got something else we got to look at right here. So at launch, the game will have 20 characters, all of which we know about. Now, for a fighting game of this magnitude and this caliber and this technicality, 20 characters actually is not that low. It really isn't. Street Fighter V came out with 16 characters at launch. I know Street Fighter V was bashed a lot when it came out, and that's, a whole nother video, a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day. But, I feel like 20 characters isn't terrible. Like, if you say 20 characters and, 7 DLC characters, okay, that's fine. Like, Dragon Ball Fighters has 27 characters? I don't know the exact. I know it's in the 20s somewhere, low to mid 20s, maybe high 20s. I'm not sure. But I don't think people are upset about the fact that there's 20 characters in the game, the base game. I think that we are upset. No, I know we are upset because they are adding 20 DLC characters, and the 20 DLC characters were announced 5 months before the game actually drops. Now, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent here. So I am actually not a person that hates the idea of I know a lot of people don't like when DLC is announced for a game that isn't out yet. Like, oh, the game's not out yet. Why are we talking about DLC? Why don't you just finish the characters and put them in the game? While I would love that, obviously, everybody would love more free characters or more characters just in the base roster. I understand the process of game development and that the company essentially needs more funds to continue support for the game. So, these are characters we have this stuff to show you right now, and we want to work on them more, but we're gonna need more funds to do this. And the company doesn't really want to allocate the resources to create more funds to create these to finish the touches on these characters, right? Because when you create a character for a fighting game, it's not like you just create the character and push the character. You create the character, and the character has to be tested against every other character in the game, and the other characters kind of have to be modified to make sure that they can fight against that character in a kind of semi-even way. Like, I know it's not exactly correct, but it's something along those lines. So I understand announcing DLC before the game comes out, 4 or 5 months before the game comes out. You're saying there's going to be 7, 8 DLC characters, whatever. That's fine. I don't really have an issue with that. It shows to me that the company is behind Like, if you guys support us, we will support you. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So it's like $60, you get the base game, you get all the base characters. Like, this is what we worked on with the budget that we allocated specifically for the game. Now, we have probably a little bit more money to put into the game, but that money needs to be backed up with community money. While, you know, it's taking more of our money, which nobody wants, I understand it. I don't love it, but I understand it. I don't hate it. I don't hate companies for saying they want more DLC characters. You know, I mean, they want a little bit more money to make these DLC characters happen, and it's like $3 per character. But $3 per character per person allows, you know, the company to allocate more resources to supporting the game, patching it, you know, making the netcode better, stuff like that. So I don't really have a problem with that. The issue here is that this game is 5 months before release. We have some substantial footage of the Belladonna character, right? The Blake, is it Blake? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. But we have substantial footage of this Blake character. We have screenshots, and there was some actual gameplay. So the character must be like moveset already done, and they're just, you know, maybe adding some final touches, doing some animation based stuff. I don't know. You know, I don't know exactly what they're doing. Obviously polishing out the rest of the game. But the fact that when this game is done, if this game doesn't go into the whole like season thing that a lot of fighting games are doing right now, where they have like one season of DLC characters, like the Street Fighter V like League model. If this game is just like release the characters, release all the DLC, and it's done, half of your roster will be will be the same as the launch roster. That's a problem. Now, there are other games that have done. I'm gonna reference Street Fighter V because it's the biggest fighting game out there right now. I mean, it's not my favorite game. I mean, I do enjoy playing it. I've been playing the Fighters beta. You'll see a lot of footage from me in the next couple hours, days, of Fighters footage of me playing of that game. I have a blast with it. That's another video. But you know, so Street Fighter V had 16 characters at launch, and by the time Season 3 will be done, which drops next week from the recording of this video, the game will have more DLC characters than it had original roster characters. However, these characters were... Street Fighter V came out in 2016, okay? When they were talking about rolling out the game, they were like, yeah, we're going to have Season 1 DLC. It's going to be 6 characters. We're like, okay, that's fine. I'll pay an extra $25 for the Season Pass. That's fine, you know, whatever. Or 30. I can't remember how much exact. I think it's between $20 and $30. But, yeah, I'm fine paying $20 for an extra 6 characters. It comes out to, like, $5 per character. Yeah, you know, it's fine, whatever. Right? Nobody's really complaining. You know, it's not an issue because we understand that, like, it's not like, oh, so now we're in Season 3, right? And they're adding more characters. But it's not like Sagat was in development in 2016, right? It's not, I mean, maybe they were talking about it, but they didn't announce it to the public. They weren't like, oh, yeah, Sagat's coming yeah, we're going to have 18, 20 DLC characters. No, that's not how you do things, okay? You don't just come in here 5 months before your game drops and say, oh, we're gonna drop 20 DLC characters on you throughout the lifespan of this game, which we have no idea how long it is. Marvel Infinite dropped. The game plays phenomenally, but the presentation is absolutely horrendous. And while the DLC, mostly good, you know, Venom's fantastic and stuff. Monster Hunter is really great. While the DLC for that game, you know, great and stuff, the game still fell flat. Capcom Cup, we didn't hear. They had the Battle of the Stones. It was mediocre at best. So nobody really came in for Marvel. Marvel's almost dead underwater right now. I really don't want it to be. I hope we can get some kind of announcement of a graphics overhaul. That'd be great. But pretty sure that's probably not going to happen. But if it would, Capcom, if you're watching this, that'd be great. But yeah. So if you're talking about the lifespan of this game, 20 DLC characters. What even is that? Like, how do you... Okay, let's look at the roster of characters that are currently in the game, right? Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna go to another web page. Actually, you know what? I can probably look it up or something. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle roster. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're on the wiki. The roster, yeah, look. So these are the 20 characters that we got on the roster, right? We got 4 characters from Persona 4 Arena, 4 characters from Under Night, 2 Ruby characters, and what is this? 8, not, oh, wait, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever. Okay, I'm pissed. So I'm kind of bad at math right now, but. The point of the matter of fact is, I understand this is a BlazBlue game first, but I specifically I love the BlazBlue games. I'm playing a lot of Central Fiction right now. I'm not really playing online, I'm doing a lot of practicing by myself, just trying to get the mechanics in hand. Actually, was preparing for this game, but so I'm doing a lot of practicing right now, and I understand this is BlazBlue character first, so BlazBlue game first, so it's gonna have more BlazBlue characters than the other games. But 4 Persona characters in the base roster, and you see this picture right here? They're like, oh yeah, it's a cross tag battle. Like, you're getting the best of all 4 worlds. You're getting Ruby characters, you're getting BlazBlue characters, you're getting... Dude, I'm getting 4 Persona 4 Arena characters. Are you serious? No Kanji, no Teddy, no Naoto. Under Night in Birth, we're getting Hyde, Lin, Waldstein, and Gordeau. No Chaos, no Byakuya. Come on, man. While I'm just getting into Under Night, I understand how fundamental Carmen. I understand how important some of the other characters are to this game. So I'm pretty sure without a doubt that the DLC will include more Persona characters, more Under Night characters, more Ruby characters. But if you're gonna, the game should at least have the base main characters from each game. It should not be Ruby. The series is called Ruby. We're getting RW. We're not even getting BY for free. What is this nonsense? I don't understand. Under Night in Birth, main characters, we're getting 4 out of what? Those games don't even have that many characters. So the roster is more, each character is more important to the individual roster and overall aspect of the appeal of the games because there's not that many. Dude, BlazBlue Central Fiction has by itself, even the DLC characters, Susanoo, S, Naoto is not even like a BlazBlue main character. He's from the spin-off thing. I'm really just trying to understand why Arc System Works is doing this. And yes, this is a rant video because I'm really upset. This was one of my most anticipated games. I made a whole video of predictions of Persona characters that we could possibly see in here because I love Persona. Honestly, Persona 5 is probably one of my no hands down top 3 video games of all time. That game was beautiful. So to see the series just getting done dirty like this is just disrespectful, man. And especially when you're coming from an environment from the same company that is doing the development behind Dragon Ball FighterZ. Did you guys just allocate too much? Doesn't make sense to me if what happened with the budget at Arc System Works. You can't just allocate. I love FighterZ. FighterZ is gonna be great. FighterZ is gonna be fantastic. But don't shave off from quality from all your platforms just to support one thing. Because yeah, FighterZ is gonna be great, and people are gonna be playing FighterZ for God knows how long. It's gonna be a great game, and but people are gonna get scrubbed out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? All the kids are gonna come. Oh, Dragon Ball fighting game. Let me got to get on it. They're gonna get online and get wrecked. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So the player base is gonna massively drop in a month after Dragon Ball FighterZ comes out. I mean, people will be playing casually, but the competitive online stuff it's not gonna be the swarm that it is right now. Just because people are so hype anticipating game stuff. So it's just this game. Mid-year, it's coming out in June, right? So it's supposed to be the mid-year cushion for Arc System Works. Okay, you guys have been playing FighterZ for 3, 4, 5 months almost, right? Here's another game just to kind of appease your taste. That's kind of what this feels like, and it shouldn't be that way. This game, the cross tag, a 4-way anime crossover fighter. Tell me where else you're seeing that though. I mean, there's another game coming out. I read on Twitter about it. I don't remember the title right now, but it's combining some cross heart characters or something like that. I have to look into it more. Maybe make another video for you guys. But I just had to make this video. I had to talk about this because this is the type of behavior. It's like Capcom does the little things, right? They start with the little oh, why is Capcom doing this? Why is Capcom doing that? Why is Capcom doing this? And when Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was announced, everybody was complaining about, Oh, the marketing strategy for this game is terrible. Marketing's terrible. They're focusing on the story too much. Story was garbage. Game looks garbage. Presentation's garbage. The voice lines sound awful. The character port, everything just presentation-wise, garbage. Dragon Ball FighterZ gets announced at E3. Was it E3? Yes, and people are going bonkers. This game looks beautiful. Everything's great. We go to EVO. We get the announcement for this game, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. I jumped up in my seat because I love Persona. I love the Persona series. I love BlazBlue. Under Night, I can't say I love the game because I haven't played too much of it. I played a substantial amount, but not too much. I have a really good appreciation for it. But the Ruby series, this was gonna get me into it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was kind of holding off on getting into Ruby. I'm just gonna wait for the game to come out and kind of see what these characters are about, right? Like, see their voice lines, see what kind of stuff they say. But I'm honestly considering not even paying for this. I'm being completely serious. I'm considering not paying for this game in the slightest. Like, waiting for a collector's, like a definitive edition a year later, or some huge price drop, something along the lines of that, because Arc System Works cannot do this to us. They are the company that is supposed to be above everybody else. Arc System Works consistently produces high quality content, and while, Guilty Gear has, like, $7 DLC characters or whatever, right? The characters we got were good. And I'm not saying the characters we got weren't good, but they're not talking about producing 20 deals. Like, you go to a tournament, half the roster, if you don't have money to pay for these extra DLC characters, if you don't have $130 or $200 to shell out for this game, I mean, how much are these DLC characters even gonna be, right? Like, Dragon Ball FighterZ, the DLC pack was, the Fighters Pass is $34.99 for 8 characters. So for 20 characters, how much is the DLC pack gonna be? I don't think everybody has $200 to just shell out for a fighting game it's not super AAA. It's not a super AAA video game. This game, there's a niche for it, and like, that niche will grow because of the crossover aspect of the multiple games. But this game is not like super huge or whatever. So like, it's like I'm trying to understand, and I mean, you guys can let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Please share this video. Get Arc System Works attention, because they cannot do this. They should not do this. They should be above the Capcoms, above all the SNK. Like, the production value of this game looks good. I've heard the combat is kind of simplistic. I haven't actually gotten my hands on the game yet. Arc System Works. If you watch this video, you want to send it to me. Maybe I can do something about that. But this is just, I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to understand, and it's just not happening. So, yeah, that's basically it for me today, guys. Just like, comment, subscribe, please. I'm making more content, just getting back into YouTube now. But let me know, let me know, guys, what you really think about this situation. What is your reaction? Are you still paying for the game? If you have a price estimate of what the DLC characters, how much they're gonna cost? Like, even if every character was $1, I'm still paying an extra $20 just for the DLC characters. For a game that's going to be $60. I heard maybe $50 though, I think. But still, okay, so say the game is $50, right? $49.99. Every character is $1. I'm still paying $70 for this game. That's no bueno. No, it's not. It's not good. It's not gonna work. So let me know what you guys think. This is Mankill Gaming. Appreciate you guys coming out to the channel. I'll catch you guys next time.